What do you think? Are you centered up pretty good? Okay, it says we're live, guys. Do you say we're live too? Can you see us? Can you hear us? Okay, let's see. Xanthia, the Janice comedy show. I don't know about that.
Awful
Jeanette
name
says,
today.
I can see and hear you. Thank you, Jeanette. I appreciate that. Let me see who is here. Miss Debbie says, remember to hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Debbie. She's taking care of us. Oh,
Oh,
Dawn, thank you for the super chat. That's a way to start it off, isn't it? Goodness. She says, hooray for 31,000 subscribers. Yep, we rolled over to 31,000 this week. And I don't know, there's just something, I don't know, seeing that number roll over, there's a satisfaction there. So thank you, Dawn. Appreciate it. Katrina's here from Alabama. Of course, Jeanette, Monique, Vicky, Janet, Rhonda, Miss Georgia, Emily from Arizona, Bev, loud and clear, she says. Michelle, Allison, Kelly from Alabama, Miss Sandy is here. Rose from North Carolina, Samantha is here. Melissa and Debbie, Valerie, Kathy, Sherry, Vicky, let's see, Carolyn from Indiana, Norma from Ohio, Connie from Arkansas, Cindy from Florida, Kim and Emily from California, Miss Carol from Alabama. Caleb's channel is here, along with Debbie in Maryland, and Tanya from Alabama. Letitia is here. She's from New York. Carla from Alabama, Vicky from Wisconsin, Linda from South Texas, Susan and Pamela, and there's Debbie. Cindy is here. Paris, Michelle from Illinois, Miss Vicky Byington is here from Tennessee, Heidi and Cheapskate, Colleen, Anita, Cindy, the other Cindy, Black Widow's here, Tanya and Diane, Joanne, there's Rhonda, Vanessa from North Carolina. Hannah Beth is here. She always checks out the good deals every week, and I appreciate that. I do, Hannah Beth. Rachel from Tennessee. Monique's here from Canada. Debbie, Janet's from Rhode Island. Hey, hello is here from Illinois. Ellen says, hello, everyone from Oklahoma. And let's see, Sharon is asking for prayers for her great granddaughter who was just born on December 3rd, and she's an itty bitty baby. So, Tansy from West Virginia. There's Miss Rhonda and Norette from Ireland. Grandma Teresa from Ohio. Let's see, Sherry and Pam. Oh, Cindy says, hi, Janice and Shawn just pulled into my driveway. So glad I made it. It's awesome. Okay, there we go. Oh, Allie's here from Connecticut. Oh, and there's my friend Erin. Erin, I miss talking to you, but I appreciate the super chat there. She says, just wanted to pop in and say hi. I can stay up past my bedtime for a bit tonight, and I'm thrilled to see you folks. I miss you, Erin. So, and I'm glad you're able to be here. Erin usually has to go to bed early, so this is a big deal to be able to have her on the live chat. And Miss Vicky is here from Mississippi, and I'm sure, yep, I knew Sam. He'd be just Johnny on the spot there. Got a link to Vicky and Chris's channel, Real Stories, A Writer's Pen, and A Fisherman's Tale. If you have not checked them out yet, please do so. Oh, Miss Joanne's here from Minnesota too. Yeah, so
Lori's Shawnee making me hungry for Taco Bueno.
she's in.
That's the Shawnee. That's where I always ate the Taco Bueno. We've talked about that before.
Okay.
So if I see Shawnee, I'm hungry for Taco Bueno immediately.
Goodness. Oh, Donna asked, I was wondering if y'all get snow. We do. We haven't yet this year.
Yeah.
We do typically get,
not,
a little bit.
Not like, people north of us do.
Yeah.
And I've mentioned this, Missouri's kind of the snow line. Southern Missouri, very little snow. Northern Missouri actually gets snow. So kind of,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mary asked, what's for supper tonight? Deer and beans and cornbread. So we haven't, it got ready like just as we got ready to start. So I have children eating right now and it's on warm. So we can eat whenever we get finished here. So let's see. Okay, scanning comments here real quick. Jeanette said they already got snow, but the rain took it away. Yeah. Miss Rhonda says maybe she can send you one, Shawn. I think talking about the bueno.
Oh man, yeah, taco bueno.
Shawn loves Mexican food. That was just one thing.
Yeah, I love that was my for those who hadn't heard that before. So when I would go home and come back to go to college at Oklahoma State, I would go down Interstate 40 and Shawnee was where I turned to go up is that what 177, I believe. And I would stop there at Shawnee and eat a taco bueno, and it was usually about time to eat, and then I'd finish my trip on up to Stillwater.
And you are also a creature of habit. So I bet it was
It's already, yeah. I mean, these people, these. Oh, there's the college kid again.
once he established his routine, he did not deviate from it. I bet.
Years of eating at that taco point.
Vicky asked, did you guys feel any of the small earthquakes? We did not here, but yeah, there were.
Heard about.
If you've heard of the New Madrid fault line, it's, it can affect us here too. But it was a cluster of them. Was it like last week or something? Maybe I don't remember. Where they had what 5, 7. Sam, do you remember?
Yeah, that happens every once in a while here. It just started getting a little bit, get a bunch of them.
I don't remember the exact number.
Yeah, I don't either. But Allison's asking about the YouTube analytics.
There's nothing. I looked at the analytics and it literally everything with the top 15 was the same. Everything to do with the channels were the same. Where y'all are from is nothing changed. So I'm not mentioning.
I think December's kind of a slower month, at least in YouTube land, it seems like.
Everything.
So yep, Allison, no analytics tonight. Jody's asking, Shawn, did you always want to homestead?
No. So I was from a small town, and I always we had a land that we leased, and always knew people that had a lot of land. So I was used to being on rural property in the woods. So I always, in the back of my mind, wished I could have land, but I wasn't a farmer or anything. So yeah, my voice. So
Monique asked, Shawn, do you have a cold?
That's why I've got some honey lemon tea. If I don't drink this every couple of minutes, I will not be able to speak.
Yeah, he's been down with a sore throat and a cough for several days now.
If I keep honey lemon tea going, I can keep talking. Otherwise, it's pretty rough.
Yeah. Yeah. Cindy says same stuff, different week as far as the analytics go. Yeah.
Nothing different, nothing new.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the analytics too, Vicky. So she's got a sad face on there.
Yeah, well, it's only interesting if something, new pops up. I'm not going to get on here and just say, apparently y'all like to watch Our Tribe of Many. We are. Y'all already know that. It's all a lot of you are from Ohio. Yeah, we know. It's the normal stuff, right? Yeah. So there's no need to bring it up.
Oh, Miss Debbie asked, does anyone watch Jimmy Branch Homestead? We know Miss Wanda over at Jimmy Branch Homestead, so I don't get to see her very often anymore. But yeah, check out Jimmy Branch Homestead. I don't even know what she's up to here lately. Okay, let's see. Shawn, save your voice. Cindy says. Vicky says upper respiratory stuff going around here as well. Okay, so since we have a diverse group here from all across the country, and a few international people on here too. Are you all seeing pneumonia?
Yeah.
In your area?
People get pneumonia.
I feel like, Facebook friends and all that kind of stuff. I feel like I'm seeing pneumonia everywhere. So let me know what are they talking about? Jimmy Branch?
My Wild Home Center.
Oh, Sam, did you already put the link up for My Wild Home? Oh, are you doing it here? He did it. It's just like he's right there. So I'm glad you guys are here. I did see, up there a little bit earlier that she's editing a video right now too. So She's going to be in and out. Okay, Carol, pneumonia everywhere.
Yeses and nos on
Okay.
pneumonia.
Okay. My deal is okay. Now, I'm not a medically trained person, but I'm pretty confident pneumonia is not contagious. I don't think. I mean, you all correct me if I'm wrong here. So I am just curious, what the theory is on why pneumonia is going around or whatever. So I just feel like I've not heard of people having it as
Oh, some people saying
constantly.
yes, pneumonia is contagious.
It is contagious?
It's not contagious. It is contagious.
Okay.
We got
Yes, it
more.
is.
We
Yes,
got
it
more
is.
yeses than nos here. Yes, yes.
Sarah says, I'm going to Google it.
Also,
Didn't think it was. What I thought it was like you got an infection. You got sick and you got an infection, and then that infection was pneumonia. So
but they're saying yeah, it is. So
really,
yeah, so,
And first thing it pops out.
yeah, yeah. Now
so Sarah said she's googling. She put is P, and it's the first thing that Google, the first option she
everybody's
gave her.
saying that it's contagious. I don't accept
Really?
stuff.
Well, that's wild.
Hmm.
Okay. It can be viral and contagious, Miss Bev says.
Okay.
Well, I learned something today, you guys, because if you're running a fever, it will be, Rita says.
Not all, some types.
Okay. Google says some types. My Wild Home says the same thing. Some types are contagious, meaning it spreads from person to person. Pneumonia is mostly spread when people infected cough, sneeze, or talk and send those droplets into the air. Wow. All right, guys.
Yeah. So
Stay away from the people with pneumonia.
yeah. Well, oh well. I guess we're all. Well, I guess we all got it here then.
Okay. See, Melissa, we thought the same thing. Melissa and I are both learning something here. Okay.
Oh.
May said when her husband had pneumonia, he were hurt really bad behind his knees.
Well, I know. I'm having a lot of muscle ache.
Huh. Sammy Killer Loops asked Janice, did you find a place? It's already scrolled past. Did you find a place to order instead of Azure? I'm looking. So I've ordered from Country Life Foods in the past, and I may go back to them, especially for things like the bulk grains and things like that. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna see maybe because I'm trying to think of the things that I used to purchase from them. I used to get the big gallon jugs of honey, and I might end up paying more, but go local to get some honey. I don't know. I'm just gonna have to think of all the stuff. I used to get soap, and there are local people that make soaps and stuff too. So I may just diversify a little bit there. Let's see. I'm scanning comments here real quick. Yeah, Allie's saying just lots of people sick. Oh, Melody says she loved my makeup video the other day, and that was fun to watch. I never thought I would do a makeup video.
Saying that there's town melody and island melody.
Yeah, the two different. Yep. People think there's two different ladies on our channel because I look so different without it. Yeah. Who is that girl? It's fancy. So I tell you, I used to, whenever we met, I was fancy Janice whenever we met. I mean, I had okay, you guys are going to laugh at this too. My non existent eyebrows, I had them waxed back then because I was fancy Janice and I wore the Clinique. I had a Clinique makeup lady. Like I went up to the counter and it was my lady that um, I would always go to. And so I was fancy Janice for a while there. Yeah, Debbie says, Janice, I'm proud of you. We can tell that between the freeze dryer, the rude comments, and the Azure stuff that I'd had my fill.
Yeah, kind of done.
I kind of done. I feel like with everything there all at once, I feel like I've unplugged. I've had a lot more peace here. Of course, this is not the way I would have wanted to get that peace. I wish there were a not dramatic way of doing that. But in the long run, I do feel less stressed and like things have slowed down. So, yeah. Yeah, Doris, I originally did intend to still order through Azure, but very, very rarely. If at this point, if I could just kind of detach completely, I think that would be best.
My vote would be to never have anything to do with those people again.
Yeah.
There's more to the story than we share. Yeah.
So I just, yeah, Doris, no one has taken place as drop coordinator at this point. I will say that I posted the video. It was around 8:30 a.m., I think, my time. And at 10:30 a.m., 2 hours later, I got an email removing me as drop coordinator officially. And it had been, what? It had been a week. It had been over a week since I had officially said, I'm done. But I was officially removed 2 hours after posting the video. Could be total coincidence. Could be. But as far as I'm aware, and again, I'm not in the loop at any point, but no one has taken over as far as I can tell. Last I looked, it was what's the terminology they used? It was a Azure managed drop, I think is what
Good
it was
for
saying.
them. So whatever.
Yeah. So, oh, you guys, it's just been rough. Allison says Kroger has butter on coupon for the sale starting tomorrow for $2.99. I hope we have that at our store because I will get it. Yeah, Monique says I would not order from them again. So, yep, Mish Creates agrees with Shawn. No more. So, yeah, I'm going to be looking around. Are you worried about returning the bag of wheat that the guy would show up?
Well,
Doris
I'll be there.
asks. Shawn is going with me, and so the thought has crossed my mind. I
was a street cop for years. I'll
so
roll with whatever happens.
I just want it done. Feel like, okay, whether it be YouTube, the negative aspects of YouTube, and this is your stuff and all that, it has been a learning experience for me. I'm not a tough person, and it just is what it is. And I'm not gonna apologize for not being tough. I really I don't think God created me to be a tough person. Now, obviously, there's going to be bad things happen and you have to, live through it and survive it. You can't just roll over and say, I'm done and stuff. But I'm not a tough person. And the bad stuff does affect me probably more than, it doesn't really bother him as much. And I think we're just all created to be different. And the world needs different people. So I'm not tough, but that's okay.
I was from a profession that if someone decided there was going to be a bad day, my job was to make sure that their day was a lot worse than mine.
Say my thing. I want people to be happy. And that's why I did enjoy serving for 8 years doing that. And it just, from my perspective, I think people changed over the years. My desire to serve and make people happy was still the same, but it had a different feeling there at the end. But that's my perspective.
Someone asked on here about on the video from the family pictures.
Okay.
What's a deer stand? It's not for the deer.
Oh my.
It's for people hunting the deer. Yeah.
See, things I don't even think
I guess some
about.
people don't.
The hunter will climb up into the deer
Get
stand
an elevated look.
so they can see across the pasture and stuff to see when
I don't remember
the deer.
who was telling me this, but I did not realize until recently. In some states, it is illegal to hunt elevated.
Oh, really?
They make you hunt on the ground, which doesn't
Okay.
make sense to me because that's actually more dangerous. Elevated hunters are safer as far as if you're in a crowd, if you're in an area, a public area where there's a lot of hunters, no one's shooting up toward a tree,
Okay.
but they want everyone ground level, which I don't know, whatever, but not here. I mean, stands are fine here, but
Yeah. Okay. See, so Emily and Marianne are saying Emily's saying being taken advantage of will ruin good deeds. And I'm feeling that. You will find other outlets to help others. And Marianne says sometimes people take advantage, and when you realize it, you wake up. And I've been telling him this. This has been a counseling session here over the last week too, as we discuss this and everything. I feel like as long as I said okay to everything, and as long as I agreed to everything, then we coasted right along. Everybody was happy. As soon as I stood up and said, this is not right, I am being taken advantage of, this is not acceptable, then it was, big drama, awful mess. And if I had just kept my mouth shut and gone with the flow, that everybody else would have been happy, and I would have been the one stressed out but taking it. So that's how I feel. Melissa says the height of the deer stand was taller than what she's seen there. And Melissa's in Oklahoma, right?
Well, yeah, I think one thing where it's at there, they're trying to get the distance because it's hilly. They want to get elevated above the hill so they can give them pretty good distance shots if they need
them. You guys are being sweet to me on there. I appreciate it.
Oh.
Stephanie says nothing grows without water. Oopsie, also known as tears. Yeah. Oh goodness. Scanning. Paris says, I'm not a people pleaser. I've been taken advantage of so much. When I became an NP, I learned.
Nurse practitioner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Don't ever let anyone steal your joy. And I have, something else, and I don't know if you did write down a few questions. Shawn doesn't have a whole lot. We're kind of between the chat and me, and he'll kind of be on the sidelines here. He has a few questions over there. Something that did come up that I remember reading in the comments, I think it was on the Azure video, was what kind of lessons are our children learning by all of the whole situation and stuff. And some saw it as a negative thing that our children were learning negative things. When I look back at it, and I've talked to the children about this too, my hope is that they have learned after seeing me serve for 8 years. Guys, I did this for 8 years and there was no drama. I just did all the things. When people didn't show up, I did call them from a very busy drop. Say, are you coming? Did you forget? I'm here. Of course, I will wait an extra 15 minutes for you to get here. I did that repeatedly for 8 years. And when people didn't show up, we brought stuff home. Shawn met them in Poplar Bluff. I met them. We arranged things. We altered our schedule for 8 years to meet people. I like to think the children saw us serving other people continually. But I do hope here at the end, they also witnessed healthy boundaries. To say, you are worth being treated with respect. And it is okay to say no when that boundary line is crossed. That's what I hope the children have seen out of all this. Anna's nodding her head while she's eating cornbread over there. So, yeah. Okay. Irina asks, are you guys allowed to hunt deer? If so, do you eat deer? And what do you hunt them for, please?
Yeah, you eat them. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotten 2
It's
so
good
far
meat.
this year.
Yeah, it's good
It's
meat.
a slower year, actually. We were hoping for more.
Yeah, usually we get more than that.
Yeah. It's been rainy.
Good organic food walking around out there.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Cheapskate says your kids are learning real life issues. They need to see how to deal with all types of people. You both are doing a great job with parenting. Yeah, and I will be the first ones to tell my children also, this has just it really affects me. And it does affect me physically whenever I get stressed out. And I will tell my children, don't do this. Just you shouldn't let it I shouldn't let it bother me this badly. And that's just something I'm having to work on. And I will acknowledge to the kids that this is something that I'm working on. So, Xanthia says she had 15 deer in her front yard last week. Wow. Margaret asked when deer season ends for us.
Okay,
It goes into January
yeah,
some.
it's complicated because it's on and off. It's on and off, and it's by whether you can get any deer or doe. There's youth season, so you can adjust it and all.
Yes,
Okay.
Sandra, thank you for the super chat. She put a little note on there and it says, Janice, have a cup of coffee on me. You make me smile. Sandra, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it.
They'll have a couple of seasons that only under 16 can hunt. Then they have just the most recent one was you could only shoot doe, and then like the next one, it's back to any type of deer, but you can't use rifles or shotguns. You have to use a handgun or a muzzleloader. So they just have all these different types of seasons, different things you can and cannot do. So that's kind of how it works.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to keep track of it because you don't want to mess up.
There's all these different rules depending on what week you're in.
Yeah.
So you got to know what you can shoot and then what kind of gun you're allowed that week. And yeah, it's kind of, it's, yeah, you have to keep up with all of it.
Do you have a choice of bow hunting? Melissa's asking.
Bow season's a long, long time here. We don't bow hunt.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you get it processed locally? Emily asks.
Very
Do you like
locally,
deer sausage?
very locally. We process it ourselves.
In our kitchen,
Yeah,
Emily.
we process it ourselves.
Yeah, now a lot of people do, and they will get things like the deer sausage you mentioned and stuff like that. We keep it kind of simple. I have the KitchenAid mixer on the counter, and I have a meat grinder attachment on it. So we just chop it up. Right there on the island is where we get together and do that, and we will get roasts. I get a little bit of deer steaks, and then most of it we grind up using that meat grinder attachment. Monique says, did y'all hit the like button? So right now we have 354 people watching live, and there's 152 thumbs ups showing on my end. It went up to 153. So if you haven't hit that yet, please do. It helps with the YouTube algorithm thing.
Sam, did you get a link up for Zilch Family Homestead?
We love to can deer with green peppers, onions, and a bit of chili powder. So easy to open a jar and serve it over rice and noodles. That was Zelch Family Homestead there. If you have not checked them out, personal friends, and I know they would appreciate you checking out. A very nice, very lovely channel. Miss Debbie says, hi, Emma Zelch. Oh, goodness. Oh, Miss Erin, okay, says,
We're making venison jerky.
yeah, making venison jerky this weekend. So we've never done that. So let's see. 153 was me. Emily says it's 196 now. So thank you to you all that did hit the thumbs up. It definitely went up, up, up. Miss Marianne's son got both deer with his crossbow. He's an incredible shot. What a blessing. It's awesome. Okay. Sammy Killer Loops is asking about Bear. So I'll give you a little, I haven't shared more of the details. So when Bear was younger and not all stiff like he was in his old age, when we would leave, he would follow us down the driveway and he would go out to where, the driveway meets the road and he would mark territory. He would pee on the trees and do all the stuff. I did not think he still did that.
And we own property on the other side of the road too.
Yeah.
So
I did not think he still did that, but apparently, whenever we left to go do the family pictures, He must have followed us down. I didn't even pay attention because he hasn't done it in so long, but he must have followed us. And we left to go do family pictures. I'm going to guess, he must have gotten hit very shortly after we left.
Yeah, because he was on his little route where he's crossing over to make his little loop, checking out the other property, see what's going on. He kind of makes his circle to come back by the pond and, patrolling his old territory.
Yeah. And we did not really, we got home super late because we went to mom and dad's and spent time there. And it was after 11 o'clock when we got home. David's our dog guy. He feeds all the dogs. So he did that. We all shut it down. And the next morning we noticed, has anybody seen Bear? And everybody went out and looked for him, checked the pasture. My first thought, I expected somebody to find him because I thought he's old. And I bet he laid here somewhere and he died. But we couldn't find him. And finally, it got to the point where you went out looking on the road, and he had been knocked down into a ditch, so he was not visible.
Down into a ravine, yeah.
And it took you and Andrew to get him back here.
We had the truck, we had ropes and everything, so we could lower ourselves down in there and all that.
So it was hard, but in the end, I was relieved at the end because when we got to the point when they had to go out looking on the road, I thought, did someone take him? If he had died here, he would have been, we would have found him if he had died here. Did someone take him? And oh no, we'll never, there's no closure there. You just, this gentle old guy is just gone. But the fact that they were able to bring him back and we could bury him here. Yeah. There was some closure there, and we did not have to watch him waste away and die. It was hard, but as time has gone on, I have found the blessings in it as well. So, yeah, that was not a good day.
No.
And I have had times, the hardest things for me is when I go to hang up laundry. Bear was my buddy out there, and he would hang out with me when I was hanging up laundry. And just a couple days ago, Ava, the female Pyrenees that we have up here by the house, she was standing out in the front yard, and she was just far enough away and she was standing sideways. I was seeing her broadside, and she looked so much like Bear standing there. And I caught my breath real quick. So, oh God. That was rough. And I found out your mom lost her cat last week too.
Yeah.
And we didn't know that until just talking to her. So not a good week for all that stuff.
Yeah, talking about gamey taste and deer meat. And Zelch family talking about salt water and then rinsing it. That's the same thing we do. We do about a 3-day.
Okay, they do the same thing.
Rinse it out.
Zelch family Homestead.
Keep it in fresh ice and water and salt. And what'll happen is if you keep draining that cooler, after about 3 days, it drains clean. It drains clear. You've got that blood out of there, and once the blood's out of there, get rid of gamey.
Facebook tells me not to do that, but we've done it and we like it. Zelch family Homestead does it too.
You drain that blood out of it.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Because some people like the gamey taste.
Yeah,
that's the deal.
Miss Margaret asked, do you take a break from homeschooling? Probably over the holidays is what I'm assuming. And, we may, whenever we need to take a break because of activities or sickness or whatever, we just take a break. That's one of the reasons that we school year round, is it gives us a lot more flexibility to, be able to just kind of take a day off whenever we need to. Let's see. Did you have questions on there? I don't know how many questions I know you just have a handful on there, but.
Oh, you ever get tired of going grocery shopping?
Do I ever get tired of going grocery shopping? I do. I do get tired of it sometimes. Yeah, baby. Yeah, especially on days. Oh, Krista Clark just showed up on here too. I'm glad you made it, lady. Um, let's see. Yes, especially okay, if there's a day like it's rainy and everything too, I'm just like, I don't want to go. And the thing is, I don't have to go because obviously I've built up enough stockpile here that, it's not like we don't have anything to eat because mama didn't go grocery shopping this week. But yeah, I don't know. I like getting the good deals, but the dealing with town wears me out.
Towns. I don't like going to town.
I can work all day long here at home, laundry and schooling. I enjoy the homeschooling part actually, and doing all the things out in the garden and stuff. And I will be more tired just having to go in town. So I have seen a few asking. I've seen that. Okay, next week's live stream is what we're asking. We're thinking about skipping next week, but then coming back on New Year's Eve.
New Year's Eve.
We talked about that kind of last week on the live stream that we were going to do a New Year's Eve with you guys. And yeah, we're not party people. So let's see. No, Sarah's not a shopper. Miss Margaret asked, do you ever let Sarah do the shopping for you?
Yeah, she's not. That's
She
not
said,
gonna
I would
hurt.
go insane. Okay, town wears me out. Sarah despises town with a passion. She says she is a country girl. She's a homestead girl. She loves being here and doing the farm stuff. So sometimes she will go with me if we need to go to, Hobby Lobby or somewhere if she's going to get fabric or anything like that. She will go. But let's see. I'm scanning real quick, guys. I'm a homebody too. I hate going to town, Grandma Teresa says. Yeah, I'm happy here.
Yeah.
Stores are too people-y for me. Cindy says, I will come home on a regular basis and go, okay, I am peopled out. Just, I'm done. Art is my business, says Sarah. Please show more of your art. You do beautiful work. Yes, she does. Rita asks if we're going to show the truck that was purchased for the older children. I don't know if
I don't think so.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I think it's a safety issue.
Okay.
I don't think that needs to be shown.
Okay. Let's see. We don't keep too much stuff secret, so the fact that made the list.
I don't. Yeah, I don't.
That's on the list, guys.
I don't need people knowing what the kids' truck.
I will say, the longer that we've been on YouTube too, that has changed more also. So yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron says I would never leave my house again if I had the choice. Yeah. Just have that pantry stocked up and lock everything down and say, I'm happy here. There's always plenty to do. I feel like, okay, from my perspective as, large family homesteader, all this stuff, I feel like maybe I'm wrong in this. You guys tell me if I am wrong on this, because I know a lot of you here watching are not large family people. You're not homesteader people and all this stuff. I feel like normal people, not living like us, when they go home, is it a relaxing time? I feel like most people, they're out running around and doing things, and their at home time is their relaxing time. But like for us, I mean, we're always busy.
Yeah.
There's always something to do here. And it may be a misperception on my part. So let's see. Margaret says you are right to protect the kids. So Valerie says I rarely leave my house. So
well, I'm going to ask something.
Okay.
So we got people all over the place.
Okay.
Whether it's you or someone you personally know in your area, have you been seeing any of these drones?
Ooh.
Has anyone been seeing these mysterious swarms of drones that are in the past week or so are popping up all over the place. Yeah, I already got a yes.
Drones here. Yes to the drones. Aaron, have you seen them personally or someone you know?
I got some friends have seen them.
Mary says her friend has. Okay.
That's in Eastern Pennsylvania.
Okay. Bev says yes. See
yes,
in the
yes.
news, someone says. Cindy says yes.
Another Pennsylvania
Paris
sighting.
says they were sighted about 30 miles from us.
Florida.
Oh, Miss Deborah Snipes is here. I'm so glad you're here, Deborah. Yeah, Beck says no, but I haven't looked either. So, yeah. Okay. Art is my business is yes. We saw them in Florida. Miss Vicky says not here, I don't think. New Jersey area. My husband saw. Okay.
Yeah, up in there. Apparently it's really bad up there.
Okay. If Aaron says it's real, it's real. It is real.
Oh.
Wow. Oh, Dawn, thank you for the super chat. She says, nope, drones in my town in Utah, but my son, who's in New Jersey at college, has seen some. Dawn, thank you for the super chat. See, I just find that fascinating. I wrap my mind around it. We've talked about it like at the supper table and stuff like that, you know. What is it and all the stuff. Deborah Snipes put a mean face out there. She says, I didn't mean it. Deborah's very, very sweet to us. So
neighbor saw one Spyro.
Really?
Oh, they're attacking LaFleur County.
Wow. Wow. Do we want to? I mean, Miss Marianne asked about your opinion on the drones. Now, is that how much do we talk? We're not a religion and politics channel. We kind of avoid those topics.
I think it's a political.
I don't think it's
see
a
this
very
political
curious thing. I think it could be made to be political by people and stuff, though.
The statements recently from government officials of, oh, there's nothing to see here. Those are just some regular drones and delivering Amazon and
Did they say that?
oh yes,
They're Amazon delivery
yes,
drones?
and personals, yes, and they're just
I
delivery.
had not heard that.
You know, at 2:00 in the morning.
Really?
And some of them are just airplanes, and there's nothing to see here. Don't worry. Now that concerns me because there's two ways to look at that. One is, well, it's the government doing it, so. But if this is the government doing it, then you got to wonder, well, why are they doing it? And they're so secretive about it, but you can see them. The other concern I would have is they can't do anything about it. And they're just kind of in a panic if I don't. Okay, this is another one. You know, some of y'all may have seen the video where someone asked, it was like a Pentagon official, well, is the military planning to shoot them down? And he actually, his gut response was, well, how would we shoot them down? I'm thinking, you're the military. What do you mean? How would we shoot them down? My goodness, you have the most advanced weapons in the world. It's almost like an admission of we don't know how to deal with them. It's like, yikes.
Okay, so Erin, she said her husband has seen one. She says they are drones the size of automobiles.
Yes,
definitely
huge, yeah.
not civilian.
Yeah, these are not teenagers getting something from that they ordered up. No, these are like carry payloads, like the stuff they used over in the Middle East in the war.
I did see Bex had pointed out that channel Cosmopolitan Cornbread put up the video. She was near Fort Smith, Arkansas, and we watched that. I saw that video there too. But yeah, she had it.
Okay, well, somebody said about Spyro. Fort Smith and Spyro were just a few miles apart.
Okay, yeah. Well, good. I don't know. My thing is, they obviously want to be seen because there's lights all over
There's
them.
anti-collision lights, which is interesting.
If it was something being done secretively, I don't think they'd be all lit up, with flashing lights. So that's what my brain's going, that it doesn't make sense. I don't know. Oh, Bridget Salt's into super chat as well. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. Yeah. I just find it very curious. I don't know, but lots of theories out there. We have not seen anything. So,
I,
uh, Melissa says, I think the government knows.
yeah, and that's the thing is a lot of people say surely they would
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. I mean, that's a pretty big deal. Gimpy Girl on there says it also created delays in flight schedules. I
They
think that's a
said that
pretty big
that
deal.
Wright-Patterson Air Force Base had to shut down its traffic for a while. I mean, that's but I don't know.
See, Vicky has a comment on there. She says, I'm hoping that the military is testing them and just don't want our enemies to know we have the technology. That was the first thing I thought of because didn't you say like back when the triangle shaped ones?
the stealth stuff.
Yes, that people were seeing those and thinking they were,
Yeah, the stealth
UFOs and stuff
bombers.
like
Yeah,
that,
people
but it
saw.
ended up being military testing.
Yeah,
That's what I was wondering. Oh, Grizzly Girl, we're blurry. We're always blurry, and I'm sorry.
yeah. It's just our internet connection's horrible.
Yeah, it's nothing new. As long as we have our rural internet here, more likely than not, it's going to be blurry, and we may upgrade to Starlink at some point, and then hopefully it's not blurry. Rita says it's not blurry though. Yay,
Huh.
Rita! So, but yeah,
And Bex points out, yeah, your medical helicopter's grounded. This is people's lives. This is people's lives on the line
um,
by this traffic can't move. Also, but if it's the military, okay, if you're gonna put yourself and you're gonna have things up in the air and you don't want people to see it, well, you don't fly it over New Jersey. It's one of the most densely populated. You'd fly it over Nevada or Utah or
yeah,
Montana where
that's
no
true.
one's going to see it.
You're
Not,
poking holes in my
you're
theories
not gonna. Hey, let's fly this super secret thing and let's
and put lights on it.
and put lights on it and let's fly it, right over Philly. Surely no one will notice it. Yeah, you'd want to put it in a more remote area.
Mhm. With your internet, you won't ever see the drones.
Yeah.
Ellen says, I'm afraid if I saw one of the drones, I would run and hide under my bed. Don't get me. Oh, goodness. Let's see. Yeah, Miss Marianne says nothing was done about the balloons. It did get me thinking about the balloons thing too. I had kind of
They let
forgotten
that
about
thing
that.
fly all the way over us. Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh, well, Allie here says best friend is the head of all Black Hawk helicopters in the world. And I asked him about the drones and he answered, I can't discuss it. That's classic. Wow. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, didn't you say, oh, Melissa Lee is here. Hey, Melissa. Um, okay, didn't you tell me something? He and Sam keep up with the new stuff, and I just, do other things. So, um, Shawn, you're succeeding in raising my anxiety now.
Well,
Vicky
I
says,
just
okay, didn't you say something about someone put a personal one up to
yeah,
try to get
this
a
is a day or
picture,
so ago. Someone because they're seeing them in certain areas quite a bit. So someone actually took a drone,
a
a real
personal?
drone, a personal drone, and said, "I'm going to get my drone up there close to these drones to see if I can get a video footage." And when their drone got up there, their drone just also just fell from the sky. It had the ability to just zap the drone and knock it out. So that's interesting.
Curiouser and curiouser. Hmm.
But yeah,
I don't know, guys. Now look what you did.
yeah, I was just wondering how many people are seeing this stuff because I'm afraid you're always leery of the news. Are you really getting the information? It's something like this where you get people all over the place. This is how you actually find out
Yeah.
what people are seeing.
Yeah, it is. It is a good way to get multiple,
Yeah,
very diverse
lie all
input.
over the place.
Yeah. Yeah. Aaron's getting conspiracy theorist
Yeah.
on there now. Aaron. Oh goodness. Okay. Did you
But-
have any more?
No, I just.
Was that all the questions on there too that you'd written down? Are we done
But,
with your
but
questions?
I will, if I will say, if all of a sudden we announce a unexpected live stream, especially at night,
Okay.
it may be me holding up pieces of something, saying, "Well, this is what came over our property."
If we need proof,
Yeah,
put it out there real quick.
Yeah, it somehow crashed in our pasture, and here's the pieces. What do y'all think this thing was?
Oh goodness. Before the men in black come and knock on the door. Sir, we need to speak with you.
Well, I'm just saying.
Cindy asked, where's the kids? So Sam and Sarah are at the computers there. They're moderating. Andrew's walking through the dining room right now. Where are my children at? Here's Ann. David, I see David's arm. He's waving. He's still sitting. Are you still eating supper? He goes, I think he's chit-chatting more than he's actually eating. Is that a yes? That's a yes. Yes. More chit-chatting than actual eating. So I don't know. Where's Abigail? Oh, are they doing summer kitchen stuff? Okay. Yeah. They're somewhere in the summer kitchen too.
X is hoping it's us looking for terrorists.
Well, that would be
But
good.
at some point, you would think that they are going to say, "Hey, don't know, it's us." Don't just kind of.
Yeah. Okay. The Rita's talking about the makeup video that she really enjoyed that one. Okay. So you guys know, I typically put out a Monday video that is kind of more family centered, I guess. And then the Friday video is more grocery haul stuff. Cindy, thank you for the super chat. Her
Drone
note
defense
says
fund. That's right.
drone defense fund.
That's right.
I'll put that in the budget on my
right.
paper budget. We need to up our drone defense fund. That's awesome.
Yeah. Going to Academy Sports with $10 going. What are you looking for here? Is this for deer? This is for drones. What do you got for drones?
Laughing at Cindy on there. Debbie does ask if I took my hair down for the pictures. I did not. It was so windy. Several of the pictures, they're good, but like there's one with Rebekah's hair is just covering up her face and everything too. So we did have to fight the wind. And if I had my hair down, it would have been even worse. So, but whenever I was talking about the video, so Monday videos are typically family, Friday videos are typically groceries, and then usually I put in a Thursday video as well, just for something extra that we have going on. And I don't have a Thursday video filmed. So I wanted to go ahead and film, like I've been saying for a year or more, our Earthburn home video. It has been so rainy that I've not gone outside and slogged through the mud to film this is what an earthworm home is like. Some of you are unfamiliar with that. And so there may not be a Thursday video. It depends on the weather. And oh, Janice, your get ready video was so much fun. I'm glad you guys enjoyed that. That was very different for me. And I did not know how it was going to be received. So thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Allison says, do a video on your new freeze dryer. Okay. Yeah, I am taking ideas, guys, because honestly, I don't have a Monday video either at this point. I've really been relishing here in the last week, slowing down. And maybe I've gone a little too slow. I don't know. So I don't have videos, but yeah, I need to get something filmed if I'm going to have a Thursday video or a Monday video for you guys. So I'll have to boost my makeup wearing days to once a quarter and just put out a video. See if I can improve on that. Because a lot of people talked about, Janice, you need to buy new makeup. You can't be using the old makeup. If I'm gonna tell you this, if I am spending money and buying new makeup, I got to get more use out of it. I can't buy a thing. How much are the things of mascara? I don't even know how much they are. I can't buy a thing of mascara and get one use out of it and then pitch it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If I got to start doing that, then I've got to start wearing it more often. So do another What We Eat in a Week video, Hannah Beth says. Jeanette says, I'd love to see Sarah do videos on her many talents. Charlotte says, more cooking videos. Oh, Margaret says, I take it Sarah isn't interested in makeup.
Yeah.
She said, you got it right. No, she's not interested in makeup at all. I would think of all the girls so far, Anna is my one. Anna does like to paint her fingernails and her toenails. Sarah does not. So, oh, look at Miss Marianne. She's stirring the pot. Shawn.
Bathroom and summer camp. We actually got that question again this
We
week.
did. What was it on?
Did.
Was it on the makeup
I
video
can't
or
even
the
which
Azure
video
video?
but
It was on
someone
a
asked me.
totally
Yeah.
unrelated video. Where's the bathroom in the summer kitchen? We know Miss Marianne is teasing. So, okay, Miss Vicky says she doesn't have anything for a video either. So, Vicky, we should meet up and video it. Then we both have videos for next week.
That's right.
That's right.
Drone hunting.
Yeah, Miss Vicky and I we'll go drone hunting. Oh goodness. Yep, Cheapskate says you need to take me on a fancy date so we can wear makeup again.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, cooking videos, snippets. That's what people are asking for now. Please don't. A full day of homeschool videos. Homeschool videos can be, that's a tricky one there because people either really, really love it or really, really hate it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one can be divisive. Abigail's smile on your video was just beautiful. She is a joy. Canning videos, I'm seeing that. Let's see, do a video of Shawn doing your makeup. Oh, nerdy bombshell. What are you doing? Goodness.
Camouflage face paint. I like it good.
Yep, Melissa says Sarah is practical. Great quality. Yep, she is. Have a meet and greet with the Bayless family. Yep, that would be awesome. Let Rebekah do Sarah's makeup. Sarah says she's not enthusiastic about that. Not really.
Vera, what fun thing there is to do halfway between us and Chris and Vicky.
Yep.
We'll meet them there.
Yep.
Could be
Susan
probably
says do
Memphis,
a
I guess.
Yep. Planning 2025 garden video. Okay, so I'm already kind of getting there. Usually, January that's when all the hopes and dreams start with the garden. What can we grow this year and where are we going to grow it and all the stuff. A video of animal care, a video of Sarah sewing. Let the kids interview us. Crafting video. Erin says she loved it when we read as a family from the Bible. And then seamlessly start doing Mad Libs. You know what we did today? So I have a loop schedule on our homeschooling. Oh goodness. So today we're reading through 1 Samuel right now. And well, we did 2 chapters. Was it 27 and 28? Yeah. Chapters 27 and 28, which are very interesting chapters of scripture if you're familiar with those. And it's the ones where King Saul goes to a lady so that he can visit with a prophet. And yeah, it was an interesting one. And then we did Mad Libs. We did 2 Mad Libs after that too. But yeah, that was today. Family fashion show.
No one has requested my videos. This is why I didn't bother doing them.
Well, let's see. You can go do the grocery shopping.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, Zelch Family Homestead says they're looking at their seed supplies here too. I was just looking at onions. How are we on our onion seeds? And I'm not going to buy any fresh ones this year. I know onion seeds don't have a great germination rate when they get old, but we have so many of them that we're just going to plant all that we have, and whatever comes up, comes up. So, yeah, we were already looking for the onion seeds. Make another singing video. There you go.
There you
More
go.
Shawn
So
videos.
where I rewrite the words to songs.
Goodness. I need more survival videos from Shawn.
Yeah.
What to do in case of a drone attack. It might go viral.
I don't think YouTube wants us to show that.
Oh goodness. Ask Rebekah what she wants for her birthday food. Okay, she's already been talking about that. We don't have a breakfast thing yet. Today it was, oh, she copied Sarah's birthday. That's what it was. Because for lunch she said homemade hamburger helper, which is what Sarah had. And then she wants homemade pizzas for supper, which is what Sarah had. And she wants ice cream. Oh, when we asked her what she wanted for breakfast, she said marshmallows. So
Well, I have bought stuff for a chicken trap.
that is
I
one of
guess
your
I
projects.
could try to film a little bit here and there when I start building that chicken tractor.
Yeah. So the deal is with the chicken tractor. Oh, I am losing my mind. I love having the chickens and the ducks free range. It's pretty. However, the breaking point for the chickens free ranging, I have these beautiful hostas in the front yard around the Bradford pear trees in the front yard, and the chickens have got in there and scratched everything up and decimated my hostas. So, I mean, I hope they come back in the spring. Maybe they will, but I think we're going to try to. He's trying out a chicken tractor build,
Yeah,
and if it goes
looking at a
well,
bunch of stuff on the internet and found an A-frame design that I'm gonna put it together and see what we think about it. Just build one and see what we think
Yeah.
of it.
Allie says a garage progress video. Then I'd have to show you guys the before shots, and that's just painful.
It's a big mess right now because we
Yeah.
got other things stacked
Well,
up.
you're
As I'm trying to,
getting in the home
a
stretch.
wall. I mean, we're working our way around, but
So, Doris asked about raising meat rabbits. We did raise meat rabbits years and years ago. We had the New Zealand, the big white ones with the red eyes. We did have those years ago. A dessert of the week with a recipe. Xanthia says, how do you like your freeze dryer and are you happy with it? I am happy with it now. Now that I've got the second one and it's working well, I get, 2 to 3 batches of stuff through it per week. And I will say, oh, Aaron, good night, Aaron. I'm so glad you stayed up late to hang out with us. I will say that running the freeze dryer, it takes longer than what I anticipate. I mean, it's a good 2 to 3 days for a batch to go through, depending on the product, especially if I'm putting in like just liquid milk, not frozen, put it in there. It takes long for it to freeze and then dry out. So, but I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Kathy asked about Filbert.
He's still here. Have we decided it's a he? Are we leaning he?
I guess I saw him today, man. Right, just running around.
He does have the curl on his, the feathers on the back end.
It's funny because they had some ducks following him or her, or whatever.
Yeah. Allie says, Janice, nothing can kill hostas. They'll come back bigger in spring. I hope so. They do. They make me happy. And I have several different varieties, maybe three different varieties of hostas. And I like, over the years, I've been able to, divide them up and expand them out. And they're pretty. Buckeye says Channel 6 has a report that they're seeing strange lights here in Ohio. Haven't listened to the article
That's where
yet.
Wright Patterson's at. Wright Patterson Air Force Base is in Ohio.
Mhm.
Dayton, I think. Is that right? I think it's in Dayton. It's in Ohio, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, they've already been having some problems the last few days.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Something that I think is interesting, and I'm not going to say anybody's names. We get like handwritten letters from people,
Uh-huh.
and we worked on sending out thank you notes and stuff here in the last several days. And you noticed
Yeah.
that a couple of the ladies that thank you notes were sent to live
Lived
like in the same
just a few
city,
miles from each other. Yeah.
which I
It's kind
think
of
is
funny.
very
I had two letters in a row, and I'm like, oh, they live
in the
right, they're
same
right by
city.
each other.
Yep. So that was neat. Um, I'm a new subscriber and I'm really enjoying this channel. The young ones are so bright and talented. Do they all learn how to tend animals, cook, and clean up? Laura asks. Yeah, that's the plan. So we do start them off, like when they're younger, obviously the chores are smaller. But even Rebekah, usually my little ones will start off her jobs in the morning are to go potty, get dressed, brush your teeth, and she empties the bathroom trash cans. And it's just instilling that when I wake up, there are chores to do. And then, of course, as they get older, then they'll start helping with animals and stuff like that. But yep, now um, Rebekah wants to be big. She's very much into, I want to be big. And he's been doing this for like 4 days
Yeah.
now.
My
She,
my
oh, is it
it
empty?
empties. So
You're
here
gonna
it
have to,
comes.
yep.
It comes back.
You're gonna have to get a refill. She wants to help in the kitchen. She gets that step stool out. I made mayonnaise today, and I want to help you. So, um, it's great. I'm glad that we fostered that. I tell her, I said, Mama loves a cheerful helper, and she is a cheerful helper. Um, but yeah, sometimes it's. So Shelly says chicken tractors are terrific. I hope this works. I hope the chickens are still healthy, but not destructive. It's just the destructiveness that's hard. So let's see. We are over an hour now. I am.
Everybody's confirming that Wright Patterson is in Dayton. I was thinking it's Dayton. This is near Dayton. Yeah, I was thinking that was right.
Okay.
But so yeah, I know they're because that's where they were having problems the other night. So
Is that the one that you said that they what shut down the
they had to close air traffic. They had to actually control
at
air.
at an Air
And I
Force
think
at a military base?
yes, I think that was the one where the Pentagon was being interviewed, and they're like, "Well, why didn't you shoot them down?" And they were like, "Well, how would we shoot them down?" And I'm
No.
like, "You're an Air Force base. You can't shoot
Uh,
things down." But
Karen asked how old I was when I had Rebekah. Was I 43? I was old. Yeah, I was one of those where they like have a special note in your medical file that this grandma's having a baby. Yeah, I was definitely one of the older mamas there in the waiting room with all the little young 20 somethings in there.
yeah,
Yeah.
New Year's baby, but not the first one for the year.
Yep, she was not the first. She was born January 1st.
But she was the third. She was the third baby on January 1st. I
Was
remember
it the
that.
third? See, I don't remember
I
that
remember that. Yeah, so two more babies were born ahead of her at that
because I
hospital
went in,
on New Year's.
we had to wait till 4 p.m. to have the C-section. So, because Rebekah, she was sideways in me. So, yeah. Now, TR whatever had last child at 47. See, I've always wondered, no, it just seems wild. So, uh, let's see. I'm scanning. Are you still using the laundry sheets instead of detergent? Shelby Lynn asks. Yes. So I'm pleased with them. As long as I don't overfill the washing machine, those sheets work just fine. Um, I do still use the detergent. I had a stockpile of detergent, so I am still going through that, and I will probably keep, 1 jug of liquid detergent at all times. So even when I go through this stockpile, I'll probably still do that. And I'm using it for was it sheets and things like that, that I just want to make sure that I don't have any sort of residue whatsoever, which is not a problem. But when I'm doing heavier stuff, I am still using the liquid just to go through it some. So, Amy's asking for prayers for her grandmother who's 96 years old and had to go to the ER, high blood pressure and dizziness. So, let's see. Rebekah made herself at home. Yes, Melissa, she feels like she knows how to do everything. I can definitely tell a difference in Rebekah compared to the other children, that Rebekah has a lot of older siblings and she feels like she's a big kid. She's just one of these big kids. So Allie's comment to you there.
Oh yeah. The senator says the government should be telling the Senate about the drones, but isn't the Senate the government? Yeah. Some people are saying, and I've heard this too, that there's been reports that there's nukes been planted and they're trying to find them, which
yeah, you've mentioned that.
And somebody else has mentioned that that's one of the theories. It's it's our government frantically trying to find these loose nukes that are somewhere, which, if that's true, wouldn't, instead of hiding it, they could just like make it like a scavenger hunt or something, like put some sort of reward if you can find the nuke. You can get concert tickets to
maybe
some of
they're
these
afraid.
popular people. Like who's that girl that everybody goes crazy? That girl that everybody wants to go to her concerts.
The Taylor Swift girl. Yeah.
But free Taylor Swift concerts for whoever can find the nukes that's been hidden. Man, it wouldn't in an hour that every
marketing
high school girl in the world, they'd have those nukes, they'd be rounding them up, taking them. Terrorists be trying to hide it somewhere, and some 15-year-old girl's swooping it out of his hands. I'm getting those tickets.
Melissa does not think that will work.
I don't know. We could try it.
I did.
The Swifties. That's it. We released it's the Swifties versus the terrorists, and they wouldn't stand a chance.
Swifties versus the terrorists. There you go. I did see Exanthia asked about where I get the laundry sheets. Amazon is where I've got. I do think one time there was like a rollback on Walmart.com, but for the most part, Amazon has had them, and that's where I've gotten them from. A lot of them were sent as gifts from you guys, but I did purchase some myself there at the beginning too. So my husband is a government employee, and when it comes to the drones, he just shakes his head, Paris says. See? Oh, cheapskate says they will swiftly find the culprits. I like that. That's nice. All right, guys. We're going to have to hop off of here. So we're going to eat supper, and you're going to have more honey lemon tea.
We haven't eaten.
Yet.
Everybody else ate while we were on here, so we're gonna.
Shawn, you remind me of Johnny Carson. Miss Marianne says, "Yep."
I did not know that. That's wacky, wild stuff.
The talented guy, I tell you. So okay, so not next week, but New Year's Eve on the 31st. We do intend to be back for another live stream then, and there may or may not be a video Thursday, and we will all be surprised at what kind of video we come up with on Monday. I don't know. Something exciting needs to happen so I can film it. So,
and I vow to solve the drone mystery. So next time we're on live stream, I will reveal all of what I have determined, and I will figure out what the drone mystery is.
Will we have a PowerPoint presentation, or?
I've got Swifties getting onto the bottom of it, and
we demand answers.
Try.
All right, guys, we will see you all later. Thanks for hanging out with us. Bye-bye.